Hi Taurus, and welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what I'm going to do is do a read for you and that other person, okay? It's that time of the month already. And this will be from March 16th through the 31st, 2019. This will be for all Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus signs too, okay? So just note that. Take what resonates, and if it doesn't resonate with you, save it for another Taurus or cross watcher, all right? Okay, now keep in mind that the messages that I might be giving, some might resonate with you on one side or the other side, or a little bit of both, okay? So just note that, all right? If you're not sure what those other signs are outside of your sun sign for Taurus, do check my description box below. I have a complimentary link that you can click and then plug in your data. It'll pop out your birth chart, and then you can see those other signs and then check out those other videos and see how they resonate with you, okay? All right, so if you are looking for a personal read, and then go to theguidedintuitive.com and we'll get you set up over there, all right? Okay, so we'll do a couple more shuffles here and we're gonna see what comes out for your Taurus, okay? All right, we'll see what wants to come out here. Okay, so what is the first card? Okay, so we've got the Page of Pentacles, okay? And this is actually a potential for a new beginning, okay? This is about prosperity and manifestation. And this is as it pertains to your love life, since we're talking about love over here, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this card down, I'm gonna move the camera over so you can take a look at the board and see the cards, okay? All right, here we go. All right. So let's see what's in store for you over here and what wants to come out. Okay, so we've got that Page of Pentacles, so that's all put right over here. And so it is, again, you know, as I've mentioned, like this, some sort of new beginning of some sort. It is some sort of potential new beginning, manifestation and prosperity. Let's see what wants to come out for you. There's a lot of passion behind this, which is really nice. It looks like that, gosh, you've got the eights. Eights are about changes. So it's the infinity, you know, right? And a symbol as well. So above is below. And what's interesting is you feel maybe imprisoned and kind of tied up a little bit, maybe in some sort of isolation as it pertains to your particular love life. You know, maybe not, you're kind of in emotional mud here and you're not feeling very clear emotionally as to how to move forward. But this is about taking a different perspective, because you've got a way forward to move forward right through here. And it's just about leaning over to another sword and breaking free of the bondage of that, and then of course taking off your blindfolds and seeing that other perspective. So in some way, shape, or form, you feel imprisoned in terms of a situation. Now, swords are about Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's that type of energy. And so remember that the energy trumps the sign. I only say the sign because a lot of you like to hear that, so I'll just put that out there. But I do want to let you know, make note that it's all about the energy. So do note that, okay? So let's continue, see what wants to unfold here. Okay, so no worries, your imprisonment is going to change. There's going to be a change in the Wheel of Fortune here. This is a major arcana. And what this is telling me here is that there is a new opportunity that's going to be coming around. It's going to change things. So there's a new karma. There's a new destiny that's kind of coming away here. You know, hold tight, all right, because good stuff is coming down, all right? And then you jump onto the Fool's Journey, another major arcana. The Fool is about a new beginning. So this is beautiful for you. This is free flowing, just feeling really wonderful about that. And, you know, just be careful where you trot. And, you know, you've got your animal friends next to you and the sun is shining right at your back. So it's heating the way. You're really excited. So this is good. All right, Taurus, yes, you definitely have got a new beginning. You've got the World card too. What's funny is you get major arcana, major arcana, major arcana. Boom, boom, boom. You've got some things that are really happening in your life. The World card is talking about, you know, completion. The World is also talking about travel. So you get this new beginning, right? It's like this Wheel of Fortune is, you know, bringing you and changing things around in karma. You've got this zero starting on the Fool's Journey, the very beginning. And the World is bringing that closer to you. So I love seeing this. This is quite beautiful. And you know, it's funny because the World is actually you know, your oyster, right? So that's what this is talking about. So it's all about, you know, at this time, successful conclusions. It is about possibilities. It's about fulfillment. It's about achievement. You've achieved something, okay? You've got this Fool's Journey. You've achieved something. You're moving forward. And this is all about Earth signs ruled by Saturn, right? And it's all about the indicator of a major change, and it at the ending of a life cycle and a pause before you hit that next big cycle. Okay, and it's the beginning was with the Fool, so they go in hand in hand. So quite frankly, after the world, before the world is the judgment, right, and then after the world is the Fool. So this is quite interesting, but it is. They're hand in hand right now. This is gorgeous for you. I like to see this, Taurus. Let's continue to see what else wants to pop up. So this is the Two of Wands, okay? So when I see the wands, this is telling me that Aries, Leo, Sagittarius type energy could be one of those signs, but again, the energy does trump that. And this being a 2, it's duality. This is about progress. This is about discovery and making plans. You've got the world, right? You got the world in your hand. How do you want to see this? You see that there might be obstacles, but yes, you do see that that's going to be comes with the ground. So that's going to be fine for you as it relates to your love life. Let's continue. So it looks like you you get the 9 of Pentacles, feeling very prosperous. This is about, coming to fruition, feeling gratitude and very, full of luxury. So you've done something that you're very proud of. That you've actually, hit a particular point. The bird comes to her. She's got lush grapes, indicating a sense of wealth, and nature is in sync with her. And she's wearing this beautiful robe, and the red is indicating passion. The gold is about that luxury. So this is all about that. It's quite beautiful. So it is gratitude. It is being grateful for where you're at and reaping the rewards where you're at and living in luxury. Now this is, you also get the 9 of Wands, and the wands are about, again, that fire element, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, about that creativity. You've got the 9 here, which means something's coming to fruition. So the 9s are about having resilience and having persistence as it pertains to you moving forward in your love life. This is saying don't give up, okay? Keep it going, don't give up. I'll pull a few other cards here. Yeah, because in the past, you probably have been through the ringer, right? This guy's got a Band-Aid on his head, right? He's been through some stuff, okay? This is about being worried. This is about, the 9 of Swords. This is about Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type energy. Either you're taking that on, or you've got someone that is that in your life that is causing maybe some sort of heartache. But this is about, depression, despair, anxiety. Something is really keeping you up at night, okay? But here's the thing. Let me keep going here, because it seems like you have got the burden and the responsibility is all on you, but this is a completion as it pertains to the wands. This is about, coming to, you've got the burden and responsibility. You don't want to have that, and it's keeping you up at night in terms of the relationship. But this is saying it's going to be a balancing act, so hold tight. The 2s are about duality, and when it comes to the Pentacles, this is about adapting and a balance. So balancing your work with your love life. It could have to do with the King of Cups. Cups are Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And this could have to do with someone maybe with that sign or carrying that type of energy that perhaps has to do, with, as it relates, to your love life. So maybe you've got someone like that in your love life at this particular moment, right? And this is also talking about the Hierophant. So you get the major arcana come out right after that. This is about tradition and belief. So perhaps with this King of Cups, you do believe in tradition. You do believe in the marriage. You do believe in maybe you having to go to a higher realm of some sort, perhaps like someone that can maybe help out with something, at this particular time as it relates to, advice of some sort, maybe something like that that's kind of coming into play. So just, note that. I mean, that's, pretty much what it is saying, is that it's really just saying maybe you're going to advice and maybe gain higher power advice from a spiritual teacher, spiritual, instructor of some sort. But that's what this is basically saying. And so maybe that's what you're doing at this particular moment. So you know best. I mean, I think that's kind of the interesting thing, but it does talk about, it's the ruling planet is Venus, and maybe seeking counsel or advice, maybe as it pertains to a marriage. Maybe you're already married to Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but it could mean a teacher or counselor. Maybe you're learning. Maybe you're going through learning and education of some sort as well. So there you have it. But it can represent an arranged marriage, but also a teacher, counselor, and that type of thing. Okay. So let's see here. What does this other person have to play here? Oh, the Knight of Swords. So what's interesting is that this particular person, the Knights come in swiftly, right through motion. And when we talk about swords, it's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type energy. Very passionate, but they're very, they can be a little hasty and a little opinionated. So just note that. And I'm not saying that, those signs are. I'm just basically saying is that that's that sword type energy that displays that in this card. But it's coming very, very fast. So you're going to know. All right, Taurus, there we have it. So let's keep it going. This other person, they had to go within to gain some sort of enlightenment and introspection. This is a major arcana for them. So that is their Hermit card. But they had to go through and get some sort of enlightenment in this process, okay? They're feeling very recognized for the work they're doing. Other people are recognizing their work. They could be in the public's eye quite a bit, but they're being revered and being accomplished. This is the sixes, and the sixes are about growth, and this is about self-confidence. This is about making progress in what it is that they do, okay? Now they're at their highest ground. The six moves into a seven of wands, and sevens are about having faith and continuously moving forward in what they do. This is about perseverance. This is about there's competition. Maybe there's competition for this person's heart. And that's what has been perhaps keeping you up at night, kind of keeping you tied up maybe over here in some way, shape, or form. So interesting. Or it could be this over here as well. Okay, so let's keep it moving for this other person. Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is about them focusing on their emotions, on what it is that they want. So this is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces type energy, but this is them just looking at their cup and knowing that it is something special, and if they're going to give their heart of some sort represented by the cups, they want to make sure that it is someone that is deserving of it. This is a person that's very calm, intuitive, compassionate, and is of influence, and perhaps you might be taking on that energy. Taurus here, it could very much be the case, but they could be there. It's about being very intuitive, again, calm and compassionate for the most part. They're taking a break right now and taking a rest and focusing on one thing at a time at this particular moment. As it pertains to their love life, the fours are about just getting their stability back. Okay, that's what it is, and the recuperation and get some sort of rest is needed. And they're looking back at the things in the past. Which is can be great, but the sixes are about growth. So they're looking at the past and how they've grown from then, and then how they can move forward in the future. Especially as it pertains to their love life. Because they're looking back maybe in the past in terms of their love life and how they're going to move forward, and how they're going to be the driver's seat as they move forward. So the Chariot is saying that they are in control of how they want to move forward. And so that's what this is saying. So it's having that they're in control. They've got the willpower to move forward on what it is that they want. They're going through the Hangman situation. So this is all about, how do I want to say this? Like it's having a sacrifice. They're going to have to sacrifice something in terms of moving forward, and so they're trying to gain that enlightenment and make their choice on what it is that they would like to do as they move forward, as in terms of their love life. This is a major arcana, 2 back to back. They've got the willpower and the strength. They're gaining the insight on this here. Let's continue. Yeah, and because they don't want heartache. They don't want the heartache anymore. Okay, so maybe they've also gone through some sort of despair, as such as you did, and maybe this happened, in this situation with both of you, emotional despair, because the Three of Swords are about Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius type energy. So perhaps Taurus, that you're dealing with some sort of air sign or someone that's carrying that type of energy. Note your comments below, but they don't want the heartache anymore. The threes are about communication, and it's about heartbreak, separation, maybe in grief that they've experienced in the past, and maybe they felt left out, or maybe they had to move on. Again, it's more of that sword type energy. Maybe they left and they sought justice because they want something that's fair and they want something balanced. Okay, very, very much so. Fair and balanced is what they're looking for. Maybe doing with also a Libra too. But that's what this is saying. The Justice card really comes into play when there is truth and justice must be served. Another major arcana. They want justice in the situation, whatever it is. That's what they want. Okay, so maybe you've met this person at work or something in some way, shape, or form. So very much well could be the case. How interesting. I'm gonna go back to you. Yeah, it's almost as if, Taurus, that you walked away or they walked away, but you knew it was strong that you had to do. You had to walk away because things were hidden. Okay, but you knew it was in your best interest to walk away, even though all the work that you put into the relationship. Okay, but then you get the Two of Cups. So this is an offering of unity, of coming together. The Two is duality, and this is about attraction and partnership. So very interesting. I'm going to see what's on this side. So this person is actually getting emotional fulfillment. So perhaps through justice, there's emotional fulfillment, and that just brings more better unity with both of you together. So note your comments below. This would be interesting to know. So what is it, that Taurus, that you'd like to say to this person, and what would this other person like to say to you? So this is interesting, okay? It looks like this person gets justice and they get the emotional fulfillment, and then there's some sort of unity that comes together on this other side. But it does take going through some bumps. There's no doubt about it. Okay, definitely. So let's see what it is that you'd like to say to them. Okay, so what you'd like to say to them is that it would mean a lot if you could just say I'm sorry, or do something, or say something that shows that you care about what happened. Okay, so that's what, Taurus, that you would like to say to this particular person. Okay. That's what's interesting. Yeah, and it's beautiful, and it requires a fair amount of self-worth to say this, and a lot of courage to say something like this to someone. Okay, and that's beautiful. But if your partner's been uncaring, withholding, or maybe frozen in some way, shape, or form, this is a beautiful card that puts words to those feelings and helps you break through some of that. Okay, what does this other person like to say to you? Here it is. I beg you to hear me truly. Or as me truly wanting to register my feelings, not as an attack on you. So this person just wants to say one thing and bring it to light, and not say a whole bunch of things, but really get one point across that's real important to them in their heart as it relates to your relationship. Okay, so they just want to register, for the sake of not having to go back and forth on this again, or not saying anything at all, right? So what is it, Taurus, that you'd like to say to them? We're going to pour another one for you here. Right now, I'd do anything for you to know how much I love you. So maybe that's what you want to say to that other person. I mean, in the midst of a truly unpleasant interaction, I mean, it's almost as if that no card can magically bring you a fairy tale ending, but instead, these words can actually be used to communicate to your partner, and for whatever reason, it's like, even if it's for whatever reason that one of you can't budge on anything here, what really matters is what is intact between you both. Okay, so and I think that maybe if something's not working and something just comes to a stalemate, then this is a perfect thing to bring up to them, that what matters most is your interaction between both of you and how you care about each other. Okay, so that's what this is saying. Okay, what's for them on this side? I know I haven't made it a very safe place, very safe for you. Please don't give up on me. Okay. Interesting. So there you have it. Wow, Taurus. So maybe this person is having to go through a few obstacles, get some rest, and kind of go through their process a little bit, and get some sort of enlightenment, because they too have gone through some of the heartbreak itself here. Swords, like I keep bringing up a lot of air energy over here on this side. So note that, and then any final words that you would like to say to them, Taurus? Let's see what wants to come up for you. I was just reacting to you as if you were my father, and I know that you're not. So this is just identifying, yes, I do have some things that I might need to work on, and maybe I could have that this triggered something in me to make me think that was the case, but I know that this is not the case, and I'm an adult and I understand this, and I'm understanding this from a higher point of view, from my adult self versus my child self. So this is quite beautiful. I love this. And what does this other person want to say? I want us to stop what we're doing to each other, both of us now. Aww. This is great, because look at, he or she doesn't want you to give up on them, and that's what's saying, and they just want to register one particular feeling. It's not as an attack on you in any way, shape, or form. So this is beautiful. So what is it it's going to be important for you, Taurus, in this process. Let's see what that is. Let's see what that is. Let's go ahead and pull what that is. Angel of Vision. So interesting, Taurus. So someone is not revealing part of their story. So trust your feelings over what others say. So when you get others' advice, trust your own feelings. It's going to be important, Taurus, for you to do that, because you're going to be able to see right through it, right? You've got peace and the clarity and the whiteness and the purification of what's coming through, that you're able to see through something to gain some enlightenment, okay? And that's what this is saying. So don't ask a lot of different people their opinions, because you know best. This is saying go within and use your intuition, because you're going to know best, okay? And then what about for this other person? Just so you know, on your side, self-worth. They're going through a time where they're undervaluing themselves, and it's a time for them to regain their self-worth. And I think that's why that they had to go through this time out. They had recognition, but they also had a time out that they had to take to really understand themselves. And maybe it had to deal with the self-worth, in the back, it's been in childhood, but they're understanding that they've got their willpower right here, and they've got the strength, and it's just about going within for them, okay? So that's really okay. And if they're not selling the whole story, that can very much well be the case, is, from your side, maybe there's things that they're ashamed of. It could very much well be the case, but this person needs to work on their self-worth, but more about you, okay? This is about God. This is about the underworld. Something which is no longer serves you is about to end. So this could be a particular relationship, because you're actually seeing the eyes of truth. I don't know. Something's coming true for you. Something that you're seeing. Sorry for the glare, guys. I'm trying to move it towards none. Something that you're seeing is helping you come to this decision. And it's this decision is taking time to come through, but you're seeing it clearly. You truly, really are, and it's coming from you, okay? So that's what this wants to let you know. Now, it could be this situation, could be something else. In this other person, abundance. This is about a steady flow of abundance is about to manifest for this particular person. So this abundance is coming on the way, and I think it's just about them getting, focusing on their self-worth, and that's what's important. Now, what is the Root Awakening cards? What is important for you to know through this process? Let's see what wants to come out for you here, okay? Let's see what that is. Here it is, Taurus. What is it? Make it rain, okay? So it might be that you're focusing on your work at this time, okay? Or whatever it is that you value. This is saying make it rain, okay? So whatever it is its value, this is really coming to fruition. So it looks like it might have to do with your work life, which is quite interesting, or whatever is of value to you. So note your comments below. What else? This is saying to laugh, okay? This is saying to bring back your sense of humor, okay? So definitely, sorry for the glare there, guys. There we go. So definitely laugh, okay? Very, very important for you right now, okay? Nice. And what else wants to come out here? Ask an expert, okay? Don't rely on your friends or the internet. Listen to a professional, okay? That's what this is saying. So if you need to get some advice in a certain situation, ask a professional in the process. What's going to happen, a lot of the times you're going to be able to see with that information, you're going to be able to see right through things and what's going to be best for you as it pertains to this relationship. You're seeing through it, okay? So whatever that is, and it does want you to laugh, okay? Continue to do the great things that you're doing from work too, but also ask an expert if that is necessary. So I love you, Taurus. I look forward to seeing you in the month of April. Note your comments below. Let me know how this resonates, and I will see you then. Namaste.